Officers advised family to leave the residence. When Mr. Gilbert was alone in the residence, officers decided not to make entry into the home and avoid escalating the situation. At 6:45 p.m., officers responded to the same address after a woman pushed her medical alert button stating someone was trying to kill her. When officers arrived, they found Mr. Gilbert standing outside the front door. When officers attempted to speak to Mr. Gilbert, he drew a machete from a sheath and stated he wanted to make war.
The front door is open. I don't know. Hey, what's going on, man? Take your hand off of the thing, dude.
Keep your hand off that, please.
Get away from me, Keon!
All I'm trying to do is talk to you. Ma'am, can you...
Ma'am, just go back in the house, please.
What's your name, buddy?
My name is Vegeta.
Okay, what's going on?
My name is King Vegeta.
Are you willing to take that off of your side and talk to me?
Hell no!
We're busy right now. The male has a machete at his side.
Are you leaving?
Officers were able to help other members of the family out of the house. Mr. Gilbert, who was outside the home and holding a machete, verbally threatened officers. Officers attempted to speak with Mr. Gilbert, but he was not engaging in conversation. Mr. Gilbert made numerous threats towards officers. Officers maintained their distance in an effort to de-escalate the situation.
Hey, whoever fires a shot at me, I'm taking their head first. Whoever fires a shot at me, I'm taking their head first. Come and make war with me.
For more than 2 hours, officers attempted to communicate with Mr. Gilbert. The IMPD's Special Weapons and Tactics Team and the Crisis Negotiation Unit responded to the scene. Crisis negotiators were able to make contact with Mr. Gilbert. A psychologist with the Crisis Negotiation Unit was on scene assisting. Multiple negotiators spoke with Mr. Gilbert, however, negotiators were not able to have any meaningful conversation.
Hey, y'all the one that ain't gonna pull the trigger. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you to pull the trigger.
We don't want to pull the trigger.
Shut the fuck up.
No one wants to hurt you.
Come and make war with me.
Why do
How
you...
long am I gonna stand out here before you pull the trigger?
Why do you want that?
Why? How long am I gonna stand out here before you pull the trigger?
Nobody wants to pull the trigger.
SWAT identified a predetermined location where they would take action for the safety of the community and officers if Mr. Gilbert crossed that point. At approximately 9:10 p.m., Mr. Gilbert crossed beyond the pre-designated point. Members of the SWAT team utilized a distraction device and multiple less lethal devices. After the deployment of less lethal devices, Mr. Gilbert ran towards officers with the machete. Mr. Gilbert made contact with an officer holding a ballistic shield. SWAT team member Lieutenant Perkins discharged his service weapon, striking Mr. Gilbert.
Hey, man. Get down on the ground. You're under arrest. Execute, execute, execute.
Get on the ground.
To the ground.
I got a taser.
No, stop, cease fire, cease fire.
Bring the medic up, bring the medic up.
Medics, right here, right here, right here.
The following is a portion of the previous video, paused and highlighted. It shows Mr. Gilbert running towards officers with the machete in his hand.
Hey man, get down on the ground. You're under arrest. Execute, execute, execute. Go.
SWAT medics were on the scene and immediately provided medical treatment. Mr. Gilbert was transported by Pike medics to Eskenazi Hospital, where he later passed away.
Head, turn around. Turn around. Disarm him. You got one in the right here in the abdomen. All right, let's go.
A machete and a large knife were recovered from the scene. No officers or uninvolved citizens were injured during this incident.